It's time for Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Now let's have some fun. Here is your host, Johnny Radio.
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. It is a beautiful Thirsty Thursday. And I don't even know if you know this, but my good buddy Jay is with me. Jay is my best friend in the whole wide world.
Why is that today, John?
The two best friends that anyone's ever had.
That's
the two
right.
best friends that anyone's ever had. I love Penn State so much. I love 10:30 a.m. basketball. It makes me feel blessed. It makes me feel beautiful. It makes me feel good, especially when I have Penn State minus 2.5.
And then they're up by 20 in the first half.
Ooh-wee, baby. And you know what we got tonight, don't you? We got Titans. We got Packers, 7 o'clock. You can hear it all right here on Sports 56, 98.5 FM. I am fired up to listen to this bad boy, to watch this bad boy. It's Derrick Henry. Can he run down the Green Bay Packers' throat? Or has Aaron Rodgers finally found something in Mr. Watson?
Vegas thinks he's found something.
Yeah, but right now, Green Bay -3. Favored over the Titans, who have covered in 5 straight weeks. Do you realize that?
I didn't know that.
Yes, 5 straight weeks the Titans. In fact, if I was living in Nashville and was a Titans fan, I don't know if I would have come to work today because I'd probably be rich. Well, I would have come to work because I love my job.
Because you love your job.
I just love my job. I mean, it's a beautiful job. It's a beautiful day. You know it's Thursday, right?
Thirsty Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday. We get to talk to Evie Van Pelt about the Rebels. We got Ole Miss football we got to talk about. And I'm going to bring up how the referees, the officials, the umpires beat the Rebels and saved Nick Saban's year. Because Nick Saban can't lose 2 games in a row, even though they outplayed them, they outrushed them, they outhit them, they beat their brains out. So we're going to talk about Ole Miss and how it is that the officials rob that game from them, because it's a straight fact.
I know, you're right. You know, a fact, Jack.
Dude, facts
Look
are
it up.
facts. Fiction's fiction.
John, you wore an LSU hat today.
Yeah. Do you know why?
Go Tigers. It also is camouflage, so I can only see the logo. It looks like just like invisible on the front, and then I see an LSU logo.
You know whose hat this was?
Whose hat, John?
My buddy Ryan's.
Really?
Yep.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
He was a Tiger guy.
Yeah, he was an LSU fan.
How about
he was
that?
an LSU fan. Rest in peace, Ryan. So I'm wearing your hat today.
So we love the Tigers.
We love the Tigers. And we love the Nittany Lions. They're all in the same family.
They're all in the same family. How about this, John? Speaking of the Nittany Lions, we've been talking a lot about the possibilities for Auburn in terms of head coaches.
Oh, wait, hold on. Auburn, they're War Eagle and?
I know. The Tigers.
I was going to say
They're also
they're
the Tigers.
Tigers.
Exactly. So there you go. Speaking of more Tigers and Lions and Bears, oh my. Here's a thought I hadn't thought of. Everyone's talking about, Lane to Auburn. What about James Franklin?
Dude, have you done meth today?
You don't think James Franklin can go to Auburn?
No.
Why not, John?
Why do you think Jimmy Franklin's going to go down to Auburn?
Well, he used to coach in the SEC. We remember, but it was at Vanderbilt, so it's
I was
different
about to
level
say,
of school.
Okay. I don't know if you know this.
Not technically
Vanderbilt
SEC.
is not a stepping stone for your future unless you are going to Penn State.
But Penn State could be a stepping stone to Auburn.
Okay, can I tell you something? Penn State, I don't know if you know, they got routed by Michigan this year. Like, routed. They got beat up so bad, it's not even funny. They
So
got
you
beat
don't
up
think he's
so
earned it?
bad.
He hasn't
No.
earned the job.
I would tell you, which one is looks like him, Key or Pill?
Keegan-Michael Key looks like
Dude,
him.
you know his name and everything.
Yeah.
That's why I love having you
Yeah.
as my producer.
That's
You
right.
might be a little sweet on this, you're on the
That's
fruity
right.
side and
That's
everything.
A little bit.
Just a
on
little
the spectrum.
bit. But you are such a good producer.
Thanks, John.
Thank you. By the way, do you know that?
So you don't like James Franklin to Auburn, though?
Oh, I hate that.
Okay. all
I
right.
would really
I'm
rather
just asking
have,
questions.
I would rather have Hugh Freeze. I would rather have Deion Sanders.
What about, how about this?
I would
James
rather
Franklin or Matt Rule?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we got you with that one.
No offense, but that's like picking between, I don't know if I can say this on the radio.
It's like picking between James Franklin and Matt Rule.
Or like
Poop or
feces.
feces. I think those are the same.
Yeah,
Horse poop or bear poop. That's what it's picking between. Which one?
I've never seen bear scat.
Neither have I.
And they call it scat.
They call it scat. That's right.
I've never seen
Bear
bear
scat.
scat. I've seen horses though. Like, do you not Do you know? You want to know something?
You saying Bear Scat with a camo hat on today is I mean, that's excellent.
I'm a hunter, man.
That's right.
I am a hunter.
Have you ever been hunting?
I have once.
I've never been.
Okay,
I'm an indoor boy.
Can I tell you something? I went
Please
one
do.
time, and I was younger. I was a young whippersnapper, probably like a 15, 14, 13, something like.
In teens, young teen.
I was actually a man because I was a full grown man at like 7.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, point is, I went hunting one time, and I'm with these like old dudes, and I got the gun and I got the scope, and there's a buck, and they're like, dude, here it is. This is your chance, your first kill. And I'm like looking down the scope, and I go, I was like, I can't do it. And I looked up, and I was like, I can't do it. And then I looked right back in my scope, and homie with me was like my partner, or I mean, he's my uncle, but he shot the buck. So I'm looking at the sucker in the scope, and then all of a sudden I see,
Well, he couldn't let it get away.
and then
If you weren't going to do it, someone had to
they
do it.
field dressed that sucker. I vomited all the
What
way
does
home.
that mean, field dress?
You don't want to know.
They cut it open and clean
Yes.
it like a fish?
It is the most disgusting thing in the history of the
I'm
world.
not a hunter. My dad's a big hunter. I'm not a hunter.
Bill's a hunter?
Oh, he goes up to Iowa. He hunts pheasant. He hunts duck.
Do you know it's
he goes
gun
everywhere.
season, right?
It's gun season.
Yeah, like Arkansas, like last weekend when Arkansas.
Oh, the gun shows.
When Arkansas and LSU played, that was the first day of gun season.
Is that
And
right?
what that means is you don't have to hunt animals with just a bow or whatever. Like you finally get to use the
I
guns.
see. Wow, we're learning a lot today.
I don't know if you know this. I have a plethora of knowledge.
You do. This is
I have another
interesting.
thing. Since we talked about tigers, do you want to know why? Do you know that when a cub is born, it's not a lion?
It's a cub.
It's a cub. You know why?
You talked about this yesterday about your mindset having to be right.
Oh, did I tell you this on the radio?
No, I think you told me off the air.
Oh, yeah.
Because it doesn't have a mane. And it was actually Bryce Harper that prompted this conversation because he has a mane of hair.
Yes, he does. He has so much hair, and he's so talented.
He was a cub.
It's all about the process.
Mhm.
Like a cub doesn't become a lion. Like how does he look like the way he does?
Uh-huh.
It's not because of the meat that he eats. It's the process.
That's right.
It's the hunt.
Uh-huh.
The cub goes out there and starts learning how to hunt.
Yeah.
And it's not just eating it. It's the process of going after its game.
True about coaching, too. You got to be process-oriented. Too many college coaches, especially, are results-oriented. They yell and scream if the team loses and are happy if they win, even if they didn't play well, John. But it's not about wins and losses. It's about the process. The results take care of themselves.
That's right. Because when you're involved in the process, growth happens.
That's right.
Do you
get
know
better.
there's two sides of pain?
What are the two sides?
There's the side that hurts.
The
You
pain
might hurt
side.
for 1 day, you might hurt for 2 days, you might hurt for 2 weeks, you might hurt for a year. But on the other side of that pain is success. I think I'm like what is that?
Inspiring.
Yao Ming or like
Yao Ming played basketball in the
Yeah,
NBA,
he did.
right?
Like there's some dude that wrote like some great book, and I feel like I'm like him today.
Confucius.
Maybe is he Chinese?
He is.
He is. Okay, then maybe I'm Confucius.
Maybe you are Confucius.
I might be
I'm
confusing
confused.
people right now.
I'm confused. Well, you're Confucius.
Man, we got a busy show because, again, we're going to talk Ole Miss football today with Evie Van Pelt at 12 o'clock. We got Hardwood because it feels so good. And you know what we do at 11:30?
I talked to Isaac,
Isaac Simpson. You know what we're going to talk about?
the Grizz.
That's right, the Grizzlies.
And he likes the Tigers, too,
the
but he's a Grizz guy now.
Grizz-nass. Oh, he's a Grizz guy, but he also does a lot of Tigers. We're going to talk about that game with the Billikens. We're going to talk about Jonathan Lawson, I can tell you that, because I got a few
J-Law.
questions about him. J-Law, is that his new nickname?
I just made it up. I'm a nickname guy.
Do you think
John.
it'll stick?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I'm a mover and shaker in that way. I
don't know.
I just make nicknames and see what happens.
You're very blessed you're on my show.
I am. And I got my Titans shirt on because tonight we got a big Titans game.
Oh, well, I don't know if you know this. I parlayed Penn State with Green Bay.
Really?
So-
You have Green Bay to win the
In
game?
fact, I didn't just take Penn State straight up. I put everything in my account on Penn State money line and the Packers money line.
I actually kind of
Plus
agree.
275 on FanDuel.
People like the Titans +3 way too much tonight.
No. Plus 175. I apologize. My brain didn't work.
People like the Titans +3 way too much tonight. I kind of agree. No one wants to take the Packers. I'll take the
So
Packers.
their whole wide receiving core is trash.
The Titans, Jeffrey Simmons is questionable. He's the only defensive player that might be coming back.
And let me just tell you something. He's one guy. And I don't know if you know this,
Bud
but he
Dupree.
plays defensive tackle. Do you think Jeffrey Simmons
But
is
he's
going
one
to
of
be
the
all up
best
in
at it.
Aaron Rodgers' grill? No, Aaron Rodgers has got that little flick of the wrist, bing, bang, boom. It's beautiful.
Look at the
Watson's
flick of
going to
the
catch
wrist.
things, bing, bang, boom. It's beautiful. And do you want to tackle A.J. Dillon?
I don't.
You don't?
Or
what
Aaron
about
Jones.
Aaron Jones?
I don't wanna
That's what I was
tackle
going to say. Who would you rather tackle, Aaron Jones or A.J. Dillon?
Oh, that's a tough question.
The quad
Because
monster?
A.J. Dillon, that's what I was about to say. He's a quad monster,
He's a quad
man.
monster, dude. I would rather take on Aaron Jones. I might whiff, but that means it'll save my shoulders, my neck, and my back.
Oh, my God.
By
Yeah.
the way, my neck, my back.
Yeah, we can't finish that. Bud
Oh,
Dupree,
wait, it's a good thing you said that. 'Cause we can't.
Randy Bullock out, Bud Dupree out, Amani Hooker out.
Dude,
Tough
if the
scene,
Hooker's
man.
out and Bud,
I'm telling you.
so you got no Bud and you got no Hookers.
No, I have no.
Do you know what that's
Hookers.
called? A horrible weekend.
A bad Thursday night.
It's a bad Thursday night, and it's also a bad weekend. If you had no Bud or no Hookers, what are you going to do on the weekend?
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you.
I don't know. Go to church.
You know, that's a good thing to do on Sunday.
Yeah.
I've been going
Drink
to
a
church.
beer, watch a football game.
I always drink after the. Is that bad to drink after service?
No.
I mean, I didn't think so.
You get a Bloody Mary. No, you drink wine during the service if you're Catholic or Orthodox.
And they give you a wafer. By the way, those wafers don't taste very good. Did you know I had
In
communion
Orthodoxy
once?
you have bread.
And like people were agitated, and they were like, "You're not supposed to go do that." I'm like,
No,
"Dude,
you're
I'm in a Catholic church. All these people are getting up. I didn't know what to do, so I just followed people.
Yeah, you're not supposed
So
to.
I
do that.
had communion.
It's the holy sacrament. You have to be of the faith,
I'm of the faith.
not of that faith.
I mean, I'm with all. I'm down with JC.
I think that means you have to be baptized in the Catholic Church. You ever been baptized in the Catholic Church?
Yeah, I was baptized when I was a little baby.
No, but not in the Catholic Church.
I mean, it could have been Catholic. I don't remember.
Oh, you're too young. Yeah,
Yeah,
you remember.
I mean, who knows where it was?
Mhm.
It was somewhere. I had my children baptized too.
In what church?
Presbyterian.
Oh, you're Presbyterian. Big P.
I like them. You know, they sing a lot of music in Presbyterian
Yeah,
churches.
and they do in Orthodoxy and Catholicism too, but it's different type of music. It's like more old time.
No, dude, man, dude, it ain't like that.
It's not, and then the Hope
You ever
Church.
been to Hope? That's what I was
gonna
gonna say.
The new churches they
They
sing
got
like
that Lady
rock
Evie
music.
and stuff. It's like, yeah, it's
They
like
got like the guitars. I mean, I'm not blaspheming against anyone's faith. Do what you do. If you like that church, that's great. It's a fine institution. I've been there a few
Do
times.
you
I
really
want to
hear the people in the stands singing hymnals, or do you want to see a rock band?
Stands.
Like,
Do
dude,
you really want to hear the audience singing?
I don't want to hear.
Is that what they're called in
bunch of
church? The audience.
I don't want to hear a bunch of bad singers sing.
That's right.
How did we get off?
I have no idea. I actually don't remember how we got
Welcome
here.
into Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Thank you very much for putting up with our debauchery. We are fools, but I am excited again. We have day basketball. We have morning basketball. 10:30. Penn State and Furman started playing.
That's really what got us going. Is we're winning a bet at 10:30, and we're just excited about it
Yes,
already.
I'm giddy.
Josh Giddey. He had
Josh
11
Giddey.
points last night.
By the way, can I tell you something? How did Mr. Dangle do? Or Dinwiddie is actually his real
He
name.
didn't do well.
I know. I was gonna.
He didn't do well.
I call him Officer Dangle.
It was
now.
between Dinwiddie and Alperin Şengün for the Rockets to take the over
Şengün,
points, rebounds, and
please.
assists, and neither of them hit. So it was not a good one in that regard.
Hey, it wasn't a good night, by the way, for LaMelo Ball. Did you see that?
He stepped on a fan.
Dude, his game. He comes back from his ankle injury, and he steps on a fan.
What a deal! I mean, what? How does? I'm so, honestly, Dave and I were talking about this too. I'm surprised that doesn't happen more. Not like that, where it's like his ankle injury, it's already hurt, so he steps on it. I'm surprised people don't like rolling ankles, stepping on fans more often. They're so close.
You know,
Or a fan gets hurt because those guys
Well, I
are
was
big,
gonna
John.
say it was like I'll never forget. This was like I don't know the exact year. I would say 2015 to 2017. It was in that area because I remember it was a while ago, like 6 years ago, whatever, 8 maybe. I don't know. But I was watching a Lakers game, and there was a very beautiful woman sitting courtside. Very, very beautiful woman. And she had this big old drink. And you know what she was wearing?
What?
A white shirt. And one of the guys came running into her,
He's on
knocked
purpose?
her drink. No. The ball was going out of bounds. They dove to save the basketball. My man did everything he could to get out of her way, but he knocked his drink all over her. And then she was sitting there courtside basically naked. Like, I mean,
Well, see-through shirt.
see-through. It turned into a white shirt that went see-through, and I've never watched a basketball game so intently.
You watched the game, did you?
I
That's what you were
kept
focused
pausing.
on was the
Actually,
game?
I kept pausing it.
Yeah.
Do you remember VHS and Beta?
Oh, absolutely.
You do?
John, I still have like some VHS tape. I used to record.
How do you have
I'm a
those?
TV
You're
guy,
like
John.
28 years old.
I know, but I'm the old soul.
You're an old soul.
I'm an
So do
old
you watch
soul.
the Golden Girls?
I love the Golden Girls.
I do too.
That's
Rose,
a great show.
Blanche. Who's your
Thank
favorite?
you for being Blanche.
Blanche?
Because we're Southern.
she's such a,
Because we're Southern people.
and she's a kind of she's basically like a
She likes
Hendon
to get
Hooker.
down.
Yeah, she does like to get down. By the way, do you think old ladies like Blanche actually get down?
Absolutely.
901-360-8255.
If you're an old lady.
Yes, please. I'm asking for you because I would love. I think an old lady should. Anyway.
Clap.
Yes. No. You don't want anything to do with the clap.
Oh, okay.
You just want an old lady to give you a call because you know how good that would be to like lose your cherry. And I'm talking about in a drink.
That's right.
It's called
Shirley Temple.
Shirley Temple. It'd be beautiful. I know I'm an absolute fool. I apologize for everything.
Don't apologize.
Today is a very exciting day because we have morning basketball. Penn State's beating up on Furman. We got football tonight, the Titans and the Packers. We got a great weekend of football we're going to talk about. And we're going to get down with the Grizzlies. You know the Grizzlies play tomorrow, don't you?
Tomorrow against the Thunder. I was going to go, John, but then I realized, you know what we have here at Sports 56 and 98.5 FM tomorrow?
No.
Ole Miss college basketball. And
against UT Martin.
And our sister station, 1210 103.1, also has Vanderbilt basketball. So, I mean, I'm going to be up here locked in on college hoops.
And you're a Stackhouse guy.
I do like Stack, yeah.
So
Stack is one of 9 guys to average 30 points in a season in the 2000s? Only 9 players have done it. Stack's one of them.
Are you being dead serious?
Dead serious. 2000-2001, Stack averaged 30 points a game.
Dude, I don't know if you know this. You're not just like a good producer. You're like a sports savant.
I like basketball.
Yeah, you do.
I like hoops.
You know what's so weird? You love a game where they put it in the hole, and
I can't put it in any hole.
No, never.
I like golf, and I also love golf, John. 2 sports, they put it in the hole.
By the way, putting is very hard.
It's very difficult.
Have you ever played golf?
I play golf all the time.
Really?
I do.
So you've never taken me to play golf? I don't know if you know this, I'm your boss.
I know. I've never taken you. I didn't actually know you played a lot of golf.
I mean, I don't have clubs or anything, but I can use anybody's.
You go out there, take a drink.
I used to have clubs.
Yeah.
They got stolen out of my car with my car.
How it goes.
And I never got new
Never
ones.
got new ones. They're expensive.
Well, yeah, my grandfather actually bought them for me. So.
Oh, man.
Rest in peace, too, Gramps.
Yeah, it's sad.
Thanks.
It was a...
Whoever's using my clubs, you're a jerk.
Unless you're playing well.
Well, I mean, if he's on the tour.
Sold them.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
It's time to get into the box. And I got to tell you, how do I get in the box? I get in the box because I look good. You know why I look good? Because I go to Frontier Western Store. I get all my girls' fashions. I get my little girls. And I'm talking about, she's not little. I mean, she's 18 years old. She'll be 19 on November 23rd. I'm talking about Savannah Hardin, Ole Miss cheerleader. I make her look cute as a button. Why? Because I go to Frontier Western Store and I buy her Miss Me. I buy her girly girl jeans. I get her little boots and everything and her little shoes. They got it all at Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch. Plus, I buy my girlfriend clothes. I buy myself clothes. And, Christmas is around the corner. If you want to go to one place, and I'm talking about one store, because I'm a guy that does not shop on the internet. I don't go to the mall because I'm not 16 years old and this isn't 1990. You know what I mean? It's not. Or 1980 something. I don't go to the mall because, again, what am I going to do? Walk around, check out people, buy some watches? No, I go to Frontier Western Store and I can shop for my whole family. It's a one-stop shop. They have a children's department, a ladies' boutique. They have the largest boot showroom in the entire world. Western boots, work boots, cowboy boots, hiking boots. They got it all. Check them out. 5880 Goodman Road. They're open 9 to 7 Monday through Saturday, 1 to 6 on Sunday. Or you can shop 24/7, 365 at FrontierWesternStore.com. I'm in the box.
Whoa, John, you know what this music means? New music.
Uh-oh, that means that I'm going to go surfing?
Means Thursday Night Football. This song is called Forearm Shiver.
Ooh, so Derrick Henry.
That's right. It's running football night tonight.
Or A.J. Dillon or Aaron Jones.
So let's start with the NFL game night tonight, and then we got another Thursday night game we got to talk about, John. Let's start with the NFL, though. This is a big one for the Titans. Like you said, the covering machine, Tennessee Titans. They're 3-point dogs on the road. Aaron Rodgers does not look good, John. Why are the Packers favored by 3, and how are you betting tonight's game?
I'm taking the Packers. I've already bet the Packers. I got the Packers and Penn State parlayed with a big fat parlay. By the way, if I hit this, John, I'm $813 richer.
How about that?
It's more than you're going to make this week.
That's a fact, Jack. That's so much more than I'm going to make this week. Rub it in, yeah.
No. I just want to, again,
Just giving people a gauge.
I'm just letting you know what it's like to be my producer.
That's right.
It's not a great job.
If people think it's this glamorous
But you get to hang out with me
but
every
I get to hang out
day.
with Sean Hard.
Yeah, and I take you to lunch sometimes.
You do.
I do. I'm nice. But I'm telling you right now, at home, short week, Titans, they've been great. They've covered 5 straight in a row. Do you think people just keep covering? Do you think that they just continue to win? No. Life is peaks and valleys.
Even the Falcons didn't
It's
cover
how
once.
you deal with the valleys to get back on top of the peaks. Titans fans, you're going to be dealing with a valley tomorrow morning or later this evening. You're going to have to figure out how to get back on top of that peak. All you have to do is start playing teams in the AFC South. But right now, Green Bay,
Cheap
they're
shot.
back, son. Yeah, it's a weak conference. Come on. If you play the Texans
Jeff
or the
Saturday's
Jags,
back, though. Pretty
Jeff-
soon, John,
Hey,
he's
by
going to
the
have
way,
to change his name officially to Jeff Sunday.
Jeff Saturday is officially going to lose this weekend. You know that, right?
Is he?
He got his first win last week. He's going to get his first loss. The Eagles, after losing on Monday Night Football, do you think they're going to go into Indy be happy?
If he wins this week, though, he's going to be Jeff Sunday.
Actually, if he wins this weekend
Jeff
against
Sunday.
the Eagles,
Change his name. Jeff
you know
Sunday.
the Phillies are a 7-point favorite. That's a touchdown, a tutty.
I think covers.
You like the Colts? What do you have like
I mean,
that?
you give me a touchdown line in the National Football League, John. I'm pretty much going to take it every time. I would bet against my mom. You give me 7.5 points. Sorry, Mom.
By the way, I love your mother. Only lady that's ever written me a...
Would you lay the 7.5, though, for her, though?
I would for your mother.
Oh, would you? Okay. Well, John, let's go to another game. College football tonight. It's American Conference action. The SMU Stangs, fresh off of Mordecai. Tanner Mordecai, is that his name?
He went crazy, by
He
the
had
way.
like 500 yards and 9
He
touchdowns.
went absolutely
But they
buck-wild.
played Tulane, John. Tulane in my
Tulane
top
just
8.
lost.
They did just lose, but they're in my top 8.
Do you have your top 8?
What day is it?
You have
Thursday?
not given any PPOs,
I know. Ever since my
TFTs.
computer broke, I've been very lazy, but my new one came in 2 days ago, so
So the
I'm
computer
back.
keeps you going?
It really does. I'm addicted to it.
You know what? If you're going to be addicted to something, it's better than fentanyl.
That's right. No, I'm addicted to the computer. That's
And
for
by the
sure.
way, just so you know, kids, don't
Drugs
do
are
drugs.
bad.
Drugs are bad.
Okay, John, 3.5 point favorites, Tulane. How we betting this one?
I'm rocking and firing with Tulane.
Really?
Yes, dude.
Home
Are you
favorite.
joking? Dude, Spears. He's going to run right down SMU throat. Keep Tanner Mordecai on the bench for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Keep them off the field.
And I don't know if you know this, but my man Michael Pratt is a underrated quarterback. Very underrated. I think he goes out there and has a Tanner Mordecai type of game, and he does it tonight on Tanner Mordecai's team.
How about that?
And, SMU, I heard from a little bitty fairy, they called and told me, and they whispered in my ear, they're all drunk in New Orleans.
Oh, wow. New Orleans factor.
Yes, the New Orleans factor.
They all went out last night.
They snuck out.
On a Wednesday.
Yeah, dude, there's nothing like a hump day in New Orleans.
That's
is
right.
there?
That's what they say.
Have you ever been to the Quarter?
I have.
Have you really?
I went to the Final Four last year.
Oh, I mean,
I've been before that, too.
I know, but have you ever gone down there to party?
That's why I partied while I was. I didn't go to the games. John. These coaches conventions, you don't go to the games. I went to the game my first time I went to one of these. Never doing that again. Terrible experience. The game is the worst part of the Final Four.
Did you see a lot of coaches in like Tipitinas?
Saw a ton. I saw
Cats Meow.
Mark Few walking down the street drunk as hell because he just gotten his DUI, surrounded by all his assistant coaches trying to protect him. I saw me and my friend Ian walked by Muss, and he rolled his ankle and almost fell over on the side and started cursing, started screaming at the top of his lungs next to his wife. Yeah, it's a who's who.
It's a who's who. It's down in New Orleans. But you know what? I've got Isaac Simpson on the other side. It's time to talk a little Tigers. It's time to talk some Grizz on a beautiful Thursday right here on Sports 56 98.5 FM.
Let former Memphis Tiger Gabe Kuhn and Brett Norsworthy take you home every afternoon with Sports Time on Sports 56. Weekdays from 3 to 6 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Uncorked flavor, Corky's barbecue. We're cooking it up, down home way. Hickory smoke flavor like the good old days. A whole lot of good eating is waiting for you. Our Memphis barbecue tradition, you'll love what we do. Uncorked flavor, Corky's barbecue.
Hi, this is Jimmy Stovall with Corky's Barbecue. We are honored that so many Memphians have made our holiday hams and our hickory smoked turkeys a tradition for their family's Thanksgiving and Christmas meals. Whether you want a smoked turkey, honey glazed spiral sliced ham, or you want the entire feast with our incredible side dishes, Corky's makes it easy for you. Why do all the work? All you have to do is heat it up and enjoy. We sold out last year, so don't wait. Reserve yours today at corkysbbq.com.
Flavor, Corky's Barbecue.
Hey, Jeff Allen, the year's winding down. What you got planned before we ring in the new year at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah?
Year-end sales event is on. How about 41 MPG Highway 2023 Kia Forte LXS $289 a month, 36-month lease with $27.99 due at signing, or a 2022 Kia Sorento $391 a month, 36-month lease and $34.99 due at signing.
Jeff, you're smashing high gas prices, and you got something for everybody over there. Plus, every Gossett Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
But if you don't see exactly what you're looking for, I'll order it for you, and you won't pay over MSRP at Gossett Kia Mount Moriah. So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia Mount Moriah.
That's Gossett Kia South, 2680 Mount Moriah or KiaMountMoriah.com. Forte PE 543,577, MSRP 22,335, Sorrento NG 149,424, MSRP 32,305. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Kia. Excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 11/30/22. With approved credit, dealer stock only. Warranties are limited. Powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details.
Simple, smooth, and every sip as easy as the last. Tito's handmade vodka tastes just as good with tap water as it does with your favorite mixer. Back in the day, Tito distilled, hand bottled, taste tested, sent to a few friends, then taste tested again to give you the finest juice around. No frills, no flavors, no fancy labels, just the good stuff. Just Tito's. For recipes, videos, and more, visit Tito'sVodka.com.
Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas, 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
You don't think about a lawyer until something goes wrong. When that happens, let attorney Stephen Leffler fight for you and your family. You don't leave the house in the morning expecting an accident, but it happens every day. A car wreck, you slip and fall, or you get accused of a crime and find yourself fighting for your reputation. Stephen Leffler has been fighting for you for over 35 years. Don't do it alone. Let Stephen Leffler fight your battles for you. Call Stephen Leffler, 901-527-8830, or go to LefflerLaw.com. Here to fight for you and your loved ones.
Kevin Kugler here from Westwood One. Thursday Night Football coming up with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers hosting Ryan Tannehill and the 6-3 Tennessee Titans. Green Bay is coming off a big win over the Cowboys, breaking a 5-game losing streak. Can they make it 2 wins in a row and get their season back on track? Join me and Ben Lieber from Lambeau Field to find out on Thursday Night Football.
Right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Football season is underway, so now is the perfect time to download FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's free bets back. If your first bet doesn't win, just sign up with the promo code WIN. FanDuel has all your favorite bets from the money line to point spreads to player props. So sign up today with promo code WIN for your no-sweat first bet. Make every moment more this season with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
Must be present in state where lawful to wager. 21 plus in select states. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit fanduel.com/RG. Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. Arizona 1-800-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat. Connecticut 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Indiana, Kansas 1-800-522-4700 or visit ksgamblinghelp.com. Louisiana 1-877-770-STOP. New York 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Tennessee Redline 1-800-889-9789. Wyoming, West Virginia 1-800-522-4700 or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net.
When you see a City of Memphis service vehicle such as solid waste or code enforcement, slow down, yield, or move over. You can help save a life. Move over, Memphis. Let's help keep them safe.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Get you.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 happy hour. It's such a beautiful Thursday here in the Mid-South. We got basketball on TV right now. Furman's playing Penn State. Me and Jay took Penn State -2.5, and I feel like dancing naked in the street.
Let's do it.
Hey, by the way, we're
I
on
dare
television.
ya.
If I take all my clothes off, do you think people will be freaked out on the Twitter, the Facebook, the
No.
Twitch, Sports56WHB.com?
Nowadays, they might pay you, right?
Oh, dude, I'm telling you.
Like
but
OnlyFans.
Speaking of that, did you hear about the OnlyFans teacher? Another teacher got outed. I'm kind of getting upset. Like, we have to pay our teachers more. Because if teachers can't make enough money to where they have to do OnlyFans work on the side just to pay their bills, I just don't think we're paying our teachers enough.
It's like we said the other day, you got to be 2 feet in, though. Either be 2 feet in on OnlyFans or 2 feet in on teaching. You can't have 1 foot in both. You got to be 2 feet in, John.
Yep, you do have to be 2 feet in. I'm all in on Penn State. I'm all in tonight on the Packers, and you can hear the Titans playing the Packers tonight right here on Sports 56, 98.5 FM. But you know what you can hear right now? We're going to talk some Griznass. We're going to talk some Tigers. And I'm talking about the Memphis Tigers, not the LSU Tigers like my hat. I'm talking about the Memphis Tigers.
Ooh, Tigers.
That was a pretty good Coach O impression.
Thank you.
Proud of you. Isaac, what's up, brother?
Man, what's going on, Johnny? I'm good. How are you?
Man, I'm blessed. I'm going to tell you something. I have not come in here on a Thursday feeling this blessed. Had a great night last night. Had a great day. I'm having a great morning. Life is good. Tigers played pretty good basketball. The problem is they gave up 90 points to the Billikens, but they did score 84, so I guess a little tip of the cap.
Yeah, I think that's definitely some positive to take out of it, man. They did score 84 points. You can't give up 90 in college basketball, man. You're not going to win many games giving up 90 points, but I like the way they fought back. I think if you want to take anything positive out of it, because we've seen in years past where the team kind of gets punched in the mouth and they just kind of let it snowball. I mean, you remember that game against Tulsa, they lost by, 50-plus points up there at Tulsa a couple years ago. So I like the way they fought back. I think there's some positives out of it. I think DeMario Franklin is on the way, and I think that's a guy that's really going to help. Kind of a bulldog, plays both ends, and I think they need another scorer and a guy that can knock down some three-pointers, and he's a guy that can do that. So for Tigers fan, man, don't just breathe, man. It's all right. They're 1-1, but I think reinforcement on the way, man. I think that team's going to be fine.
So how do I phrase this the right way? In watching that game, did you feel that there were certain things – like, I hate doing this because I like Alex Lomax. I think he's a really great human being. He's a hell of a college athlete. He does not get the love and respect that he probably does deserve here in the Mid-South. But on those very important possessions, why is Penny having him bring the basketball up? Why is he taking the three over Kendrick Davis? Why are, when it becomes money time, why do they keep going back to Alo? I know he's been here forever in a couple days, but is it just because Penny wants it? He wants the ball in his hand. Why is this happening?
Man, when it comes to Alo, I hate to because he gets piled on a lot.
He does, it hurts, doesn't it? It hurts your heart.
Because I think for him, it's more of he's been put in bad positions during his tenure. If Penny puts him in positions that he shouldn't be in, he ends up getting a lot of criticism. I just think, like I said, Penny kind of looks at him like a son. I mean, he's lived with him, took him in when his dad was in prison. He's been playing for him since middle school. He's known him, and I think he trusts him in these situations. But when you see a guy continue to come on smaller those situations, you have to do something different. I personally think after watching that game against St. Louis, he played really well against Vanderbilt at 10 points, 10 rebounds. I think Jonathan Lawson needs to be in that spot next to Kendrick Davis. Day-Law came in, Day Money, as we call him, came in off the bench, knocked down 2 big threes, playing good defense. I really like what I saw out of him, and I think going forward until DeMario Franklin comes back, I think Jonathan Lawson needs to be in that position. But, yeah, man, you got Alo in there, bring the ball up, took that last 3, airballed it in that big situation.
That hurt.
And it's just, that's just not him. Like, he really never needs to shoot a three-pointer. Even when he's wide open, that's just not his shot, and he's the backup one guard. I mean, just if you're being honest with it, that's the position that he needs to play, a guy that comes in, calms the team down when you need a guy to come out the bench. But he shouldn't be on the floor. I know he's a fifth-year senior and he's experienced, but he's just not the guy that you want in those situations taking big shots like that. Like, that's just not what you want. Like, I mean, I know he's experienced again, but I think they're just better guys that you have. And Kendrick Davis, ball needs to be in Kendrick Davis' hands in that situation. One thing about Kendrick, though, I don't think he's fully healthy. He's had some ankle stuff, and you can just tell
you can tell
he doesn't have the explosiveness that he usually has. I think Penny said he's about 90%, but you can tell that he's not on 100% because I saw some times, and I know Kendrick Davis. I watched him play for years where some of those things, there were times where he would have just flowed to the basket. Now, he had some moments there late in the game, especially where he looked like the Kendrick Davis, but you can tell that he's not 100%, but I think he'll get there. But, yeah, man, as far as Alo needs to be coming out the bench, and I think I would insert Jonathan Lawson in that other spot going forward next to Kendrick Davis. We'll see how it plays out. Penny is one known to tinker with the lineup, so I'm sure you'll see different things throughout the year. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Yeah, I'm so with you on that. And I was talking about Jonathan Lawson yesterday. I started my show off telling all the peeps that I would bring up Jonathan Lawson when I talked to you because I look at J-Law. Is that what we call him?
That's what I came
up
with.
J-Law, J-Money.
J-Money, J-Law.
Yeah,
I like both of those joints, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, J-Money's up in the house. We need to get, who is it? It's Project Pat. It's Biggie. They sing the money. We take notes. Notes for the paper. That feels like, J-Law right now. Like, I need that song played every time he gets in the game. That's all I want. But I'm telling you right now, though, when I look at him, he's long. He's skinnier than – he is skinny. Like, this guy –
he's light, for sure.
He better not turn down a meal. He is skinny as all get out, but he's long, he's athletic, and he's got a good three-point stroke. Do you think that you're going to see a little bit more of, he only played 17 minutes. Do you think that he's going to start getting 20 to 25 minutes going forward?
Yeah, man, I was surprised when I looked at the Vanderbilt game because going into the season, I was like, man, I think he's kind of the X factor for this team. And you kind of saw through the two preseason games, he kind of struggled in those, didn't look very good. Then it didn't really. Can't remember if he played at all in the Vanderbilt game. I don't think so. Didn't really get any minutes there, and I was kind of surprised.
He didn't play at all against Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, he didn't play at all in that game, and came out and like you said, Penny from game to game, man, is known to do different things, and he was in a rotation against St. Louis, man. He came in and hit two big shots there. I think that was late in the first half to kind of help them on that run coming back, and Keontae Kennedy knocked down some shots as well. They're going to need guys that can knock down shots. Keontae Kennedy is not known to be a three-point shooter. I think he only shot, about 31% last year, so that's not really his forte. He knocked down some in that game, but that's not something that you're going to be able to rely on. That's why they need Mario Franklin so bad, because he's, on paper, the best three-point shooter they probably have on the team. And so it looks like that's going to be coming down maybe around Thanksgiving. I think he's going to be back sooner rather than later, but I think Jonathan Lawson brings a lot to the table. I think gives you more size. When you start in Kendrick Davis and Alo, you're two small guards. That gets tough, especially you going against the backcourt like St. Louis. Those guys have size, and you're going to see that a lot against these really good teams. So if I'm Penny, man, I think J-Law is the guy that I would go with for right now. We'll see what happens when Franklin gets back and how you want to handle that. But I think he's the guy that needs to be starting next to Kendrick Davis because, again, man, he brings more on the defensive end. And shown capable of knocking down a three-pointer, man, and they need both of those things in that starting lineup. So if I'm Penny, man, when it comes to VCU on Sunday, I think I'm starting Kendrick Davis and J-Law in that backcourt.
I'm with you on that one. The other thing I wanted to bring up is DeAndre Williams. Dre is playing out of his mind. When he came here the 2019-2020 season, that was actually probably his best season. He averaged 15 points. He shot 45% from the three-point line, 80% from the free throw, from the stripe. He had a couple, 2021, 2022. He was injured, but he did a great job. Right now, do you think that Dre, at 26 years old, having all the injuries, can he play 30, 31, 32 minutes a night, and can he give them at least 20 points? Because I think he can.
Man, they're going to need him to. I think this team is so weird because this team is just completely different than what we're used to seeing from a Memphis basketball team under Penny Hardaway. It's just so different, and I think a lot of people are still kind of they're not fully on board yet. It's going to be interesting to see what that crowd looks like on Sunday against VCU at 4 p.m. Tip-off, kind of a strange time at 4 p.m. on a Sunday. So I'm interested to see what that crowd looks like because it still doesn't seem to be a lot of enthusiasm about this team. And I think this team has the opportunity to be one of Penny's best, if not the best. But as far as Dre, they're just so good when he's on the floor. That's always been the case. You go back to last year when he went out the floor, they struggled. Especially against really good teams, you need him to play that 30, 31 minutes and then stay out of foul trouble because, I mean, he's just so experienced and just, I mean, he's been playing for the first 2 games, man. Looks at peak form. If he can play like that all year, man, that's going to be really big for this team. But again, I mean, you have to have him on the floor, and we've seen him get in foul trouble in the past. So hopefully that's something that he can put behind him because, again, man, when he's off the floor, this team has a tendency to struggle, and they need him at his best to reach the ceiling.
Man, they definitely need him, and it's big, and it's big. Now, we've talked a lot of Tigers. Tigers, by the way, again, they're 1-1 in the year, but they played the Billikens. That team is extremely good. Yuri Collins.
Yeah, man.
Did that dude, when you were watching him, did you just, like, was there a point like it was with me that you were like, oh, my God, I just want to see the ball in this guy's hands? He's phenomenal. Like, he was awesome.
Yeah, man, I knew he was good, but
I didn't know he was that good.
He led the league, led the country in assists last year, but offensively is what I was impressed by. I mean, he was knocking out threes, getting to the basket. I mean, he was doing it all, playing defense, really controlling the tempo for St. Louis, getting shots, getting to Jimerson, getting the ball. I mean, he just was doing fantastic, and I think he kind of took that game personal. I think he heard people saying Kendrick Davis is the best point guard in the country, and I think he went out there and said, I'm the best point guard. I feel like I'm the best point guard in the country. I got something to prove, man, and he played fantastic. I think that kid's going to play in the NBA one day, and like I said, I knew he was good as far as passing the basketball, everything like that, but offensively, I didn't expect that when he brought on the offensive end, man. He was fantastic in that game. I just think Kendrick Davis, to me, just doesn't look like he's 100% healthy. I mean, you saw some moments there, but I really want to see those two guys go at it. But I think Yuri got the best of him in that game. I don't think there's any question about that. I mean, Kendrick going to that game was saying he was a bad MFer.
He did say it. And by the way, I respected that so much.
Yeah. Because you've seen him in the past. He has been that, especially playing against the Tigers. It's still surreal to me watching him in a Tigers uniform because you've seen him so much beat up on the Tigers when he was playing for SMU, man. It's just kind of weird to see him in a Tigers jersey, but I think his best basketball definitely in front of him. I think he's still working through some things. New team, new system. I don't think he's 100% healthy, but I think he's going to have some big-time moments for this basketball team throughout the season. I mean, to have a lead guard like that, again, Penny hasn't had a guy like that outside of kind of that first year when Jeremiah Martin was kind of coming on crazy there in the second half of that season. Other than that, he hasn't really had a dynamic guy like that at point guard. So I think he's going to pay dividends for this team, definitely, at times this year.
Tigers' next game they play is VCU. It's in the house. It's Sunday, 4 o'clock. I have not seen VCU. Do you have any clue? Is this going to be a game where the Tigers go out there and just overwhelm them with their athleticism, or is this going to be tight?
I mean, VCU's a good basketball team. I think 2 back-to-back A-10 teams in a row. You play St. Louis, who is St. Louis and Dayton are kind of the 2 teams that people think one of those 2 is going to finish first in the A-10. I think they both make the NCAA tournament. VCU is kind of that third team in the A-10. They could sneak in the NCAA tournament. It could be a NIT level type team, but they're a good basketball team. I mean, you got to play really well. They always play really hard on the defensive end, really hard. I don't know if they can score with Memphis. If Memphis is putting up 80-plus points, I think that bodes very well for them. But defensively, I mean, they're going to get after. I mean, that's just kind of been their calling card for years. Even since Shaka Smart's been gone, these new coaches in there, they still kind of play the same way. So that's going to be interesting, but I think that's one that you got to get on the home floor. But they're a really good basketball team. That could be a team that sneaks into the NCAA tournament, but I think at worst, they're an NIT level team. So it's a really good basketball team.
Man, last but not least, and I'm sorry, I spent so much time on the Tigers, I didn't even got to the Grizzlies. Grizzlies play the Thunder Friday, 7 o'clock at the Grindhouse. Ja Morant's playing out of his control. He's he's just under 30-point average per night, per game. He's getting, 7 assists per game. He's tearing it up. He looks great, but now Trey J's back. How do they incorporate him? He's blocking shots. He did it in his first game down in New Orleans. But what I'm saying is this team going forward, are they just going to start stepping and getting stronger and stronger as we go forward? Zaire's on is coming back and everything. They're finally starting to get a little bit healthy. What do you think about the Grizzlies?
Yeah, for exactly what you said. I think for them right now it's just health. I think missing Desmond Bane is big for them. I think when you look at the roster makeup, they've been able to kind of survive without Ja because you have Tyus Jones and he can come in. But they don't really have anybody that can replace what Desmond Bane does. And I think that's why you've seen them struggle a little bit here With Jaren Jackson Jr., man, looked like he didn't miss a beat on the defensive end, man. Came in and looked like a defensive player of the year candidate with 5 blocks. I think offensively, took a lot of threes, man, and didn't make any. I think that you need to, especially with Desmond Bane out during this time, I think that you want to see him more inside. I mean, it's not that you don't want him to completely go away.
He's shooting too many threes, let's be real.
Yeah, but he's shooting too many threes. I mean, especially when I know he's trying to work his way back in, but even last season, I felt like that he's better when he goes inside out instead of outside in. I mean, I think they need him more in the paint because they're going to need his offense because they're missing the Desmond Bane's averaging 20-plus points a game right now. That's a big hole that they're missing, and they're going to need some more on the offensive end. So, man, get in the paint, man, because he can score inside. And they take the threes when you have them, but you don't need to be going over 7, over 8 for 3. That's too many threes, man. I mean, he's too good inside to just settle for threes. And I think we saw that a lot in the playoffs last year, late last season. He got to the point to where pretty much all his shots came from the perimeter, man. And he can knock down those shots, but you want to see him, I think, like I said, more shots inside and take the threes when you get them.
Isaac, you know I love rapping with you. I'm just sad that my time's up. I want everybody to follow Isaac at Isaac__NBA. Check out Ethos, your podcast at Ethos Grizzlies on the Twitter. Will you do me a favor and plug away real quick?
Yeah, man, you got it, man. At Ethos Grizzlies, me, myself, David Williams, and Candace Hagan covering the Grizz, man. Got you covered over there. Also, TigerSportsReport.com. for all your Tiger news. And you can find me, as you said, on Twitter at Isaac__NBA.
And you can find him every single Thursday right here on Sports 56 98.5 FM. Do me a favor, Isaac. Be blessed. I'll talk to you soon, my brother.
Will do. Talk to you next week.
Penn State still up 61-49. We're back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Sports 56 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Welcome to Triumph Auto Sales, where you'll have a great car buying experience. Triumph Auto Sales is your #1 source of quality pre-owned vehicles ranging from lease returns to new car trades, all at huge savings. Plus, Triumph has a full array of financing options to meet your needs. Find your next car online at TriumphAutoSales.com or stop in today at 4875 Elmore Road. Triumph Auto Sales will help you get the vehicle you want at the price you need and the service you deserve. For a great car and a great experience from a local and family-owned business, visit Triumph Auto Sales.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm Brian Elder. Depending on how long you've been around, you've likely known my name for 30 years. Perhaps for my 20 years as the morning show on Kix 106 as the Young and Elder Show, or my 15 years at Brian Elder Roofing. So obviously, my reputation means everything to me. One terrible customer experience could tarnish a third of a century of goodwill. My reputation for quality and strong relationships is our main focus. We're the highest certification, a platinum preferred contractor with Owens Corning. If you have a business or a commercial building, we're the highest certification for warranties with GAF and Mulehide products. We don't come at you in sales mode. If you got a problem, sometimes the solution is just to fix the problem. Call me right now. I'll come out and see you today. 867-0303 or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home at Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home, Town Village.
Every year, first responders are injured or killed by vehicle strikes while responding to emergency calls. When you see police, fire, or ambulance, slow down, yield, and move over. Faster response times can help save a life, including your own. Move over, Memphis. It's the law.
It's been said before, but it bears repeating. Bell Tavern is exactly what it should be, a bar. Yes, you can get items from the menu at 117 Prime, which is some of the best food in town, but when you're in Bell Tavern, you know just where you are, a perfect, comfortable bar. There's ice-cold beer, signature cocktails, and sports on the TVs. Bell Tavern isn't a sports bar, it's a bar that happens to have sports on the TVs. Don't go to a chain to catch a game, don't go to a chain to catch up with old friends. Go where you really want to be, a bar. Go where you really want to be, Bell Tavern.
Get ready for your holiday road trip in a new ride from Gossett Kia on the Pike. How about 41 MPG Highway? Get it in 2023 Kia Forte LXS. $289 a month, 36-month lease, $27.99 due at signing. Or get a thrill for real in 2023 Kia K5 LXS. $365 a month, 36-month lease, $31.99 due at signing. And if you don't see what you want, not a problem. Let Bobby J order you a new ride today at Gossett Kia on the Pike. And you won't pay over MSRP. Plus, Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Ask for Bobby J. He'll put you in a new Kia today. Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike, or shop 24/7 at KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
Forte PE 543,577, MSRP 22,335, K5 PG 186,690, MSRP 27,765. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Kia. Excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 11/30/22. With approved credit, dealer stock only. Warranties and limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. It is a thirsty Thursday.
And we're already winning bets.
And we're winning money because we're good. I don't know, man. I love winning
We just
money.
love Penn State. Honestly, I love that Greg and Ken Pomeroy do all the handicapping for us, where all we have to do is just look at a spreadsheet and then rock and fire, man.
Dude, it's amazing. It's kind of like, it's just like.
I was like, oh, there's a game on. Let's see what they say to bet. Boom, bet's out there. Done. And now we're winning money.
And by the way, I have to say something very nice about you. Like, you are such a good human being, because I don't know if you know this. I got disheveled last night, like completely tanked. I drank Tito's from the time I got off
Wednesday.
air. Yeah, it's a Wednesday. I made it halfway through the week.
That's right, hump
And
day.
by the way, it was the first time I've been actually drunk in 3 weeks.
And Maction was happening, so I mean, it's
Well,
like
my
it's like a
Maction, by the
holiday.
way, I don't know if you remember this. My Maction went horribly wrong yesterday.
No, you won one, right?
Yeah, I won one.
Yeah.
1 out of 3.
Tuesday's our day.
I don't know if you know
Tuesday's
this.
our day.
33% is kind of not
You're
good
not
if
winning
you're
money.
gambling.
Yeah.
Actually, you're losing a lot, especially when your biggest bet was Northern Illinois.
But it was house money from Tuesday, John, because you had so many parlays going that
I did.
day.
I did great on Tuesday.
We did great on Tuesday.
But I gave everything back
That's
yesterday,
the way it
and a
goes.
little bit. But today I'm back winning. Penn State's up 63-54. It's a 9-point game.
They're
No,
coming back.
No,
They're
Furman,
coming back a little bit.
Furman just hit a shot.
We might have found a diamond in the rough with Furman. I still think that Penn State's going to cover and win this game, but we might have found a diamond in the rough here with Furman. Ken Pomeroy, top 60 team.
Fur burgers. Do you know what they are? Don't answer that question.
Fur
Never
babies.
Mind. Never mind. Fur babies are dogs.
Remember Furbies?
No.
You're too old for Furbies. They were like these little robot circle things that everybody had that would like blink and like say, "Wah," you know, that kind of thing.
People bought those?
Oh yeah, I had a Furby.
You had a Furby?
I had a
Was
Furby.
that your best friend when you were young?
No. That was my.
Your right hand.
Well.
It is time to give my top quarterback.
Today's number 14. So
today is number 14.
If you're new to the show and haven't been listening every day, right before noon, we do this thing where one day John came up with his quarterback rankings. He said Lamar Jackson.
I went Bill Polian on it.
Is not even a top 20 quarterback in the NFL. He's actually the 21st ranked quarterback in the NFL. So here's our rankings we have so far: 22, Kyler Murray. 21, Lamar Jackson. Number 20, Jared Goff. He's played in the Super Bowl. Number 19, Jimmy Garoppolo. Also played in the Super Bowl. Number 18, Colt McCoy. 17, Dak Prescott. 16, Russell Wilson. And yesterday was number 15, Kirk Cousins. So today, John, is number 14, Let me ask you, John, who was your number 14th ranked quarterback in the NFL better than Lamar Jackson?
14th ranked quarterback would be Justin Fields. Oh yeah! Oh my God! What was that? Did I just hit goals?
Say it one more time. I don't know what that wasn't. The fanfare. Give it to me again.
Justin Fields.
Tell us why, John.
One, because he can run just as good as Lamar Jackson. I don't know if you know this. Lamar Jackson ran a 4.340 in his pro day.
He did.
Do you know what Justin Fields ran?
What do you mean?
A 4.4. A 4.39 to be exact. It's basically a 4.4. So they're basically right there when it comes to speed.
And Lamar,
have you watched him run the football lately?
I was about to say Lamar isn't leading the league in rushing the way Justin Fields is. I don't think he's leading the league in rushing, but the Bears are running down everybody's throats.
And by the way, can I also tell you what Justin Fields did that Lamar Jackson has never done?
What?
He beat out Joe Burrow to be the starting quarterback at Ohio State.
How about that?
Hell yeah.
And Joe Burrow's been to a Super Bowl.
And Joe Burrow has been to a Super Bowl.
How about that?
So ergo, because he beat out Joe Burrow, and Joe Burrow's been to a Super Bowl, we have to extend that to Justin Fields has been to a Super Bowl as well.
Transitive property.
It's transitive. I can't believe you knew that.
That's how it goes, John.
You're a smart young feller. Oh, I love it. I love it. You know what else I love? I love betting on FanDuel. I don't know if you know this. We've been talking about how I put money on Penn State. They're up 63-57. It's getting a little bit close, but I put it on FanDuel. And if you want to start Week 11 off on the right way, do it with the no-sweat same-game parlay from FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. It doesn't matter if you're new to FanDuel or you already have an account. You'll get free bets back if your Thursday night same-game parlay does not hit. NFL same-game parlays are a perfect way to combine your bets for a chance at a bigger payout. We're going with Derrick Henry. Not doing very well. I'm going under 95 yards. How you like that? You like that? I love it. I love it. I'm also going Christian Watson over 3.5 receptions. I'm also going over with Mr. Watson. Mr. Watson over 75 yards. I like the Packers tonight on the money line, and I also like the under because I don't think the Titans are going to score at all because Ryan Tannehill has no wide receivers. His Jeffrey Simmons I don't think is going to play. He's questionable. I don't think he's going to play. I love this bet. You can take mine or you can build your own, or you can choose from one of the same game, like the popular same game parlays that they have pre-built for you in FanDuel's top-rated sportsbook app. However you want to play, you can bet the NFL on Thursday night with a no-sweat same-game parlay. Just sign up with the promo code HAPPY if you don't already have an account. If you have an account, you're all set. Just sign in, see what you got, make every moment more. With FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 and present in Tennessee. 3-leg minimum required. $1 bet required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 7 days. Ooh-wee. Max free bets, $5. Restrictions apply. See the terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call the Tennessee Red Line, 1-800-889-9789.
Furman on a 10-0 run, John.
Yes, it's a 4-point game. I don't know if you know this. Furburger's freaking me out. Please help me out. Don't touch the dial because on the other side, it's Ole Miss football with Evie Van Pelt on a beautiful Thirsty Thursday. Sports 56, 98.5 FM. Three-pointer by Penn State.
I'll see you on the dark side of the moon.
Jenkins Floors and More in Hernando is growing, and they've only been around for 5 years. Choose from hundreds of choices of wood, tile, vinyl, and carpet. Timmy, the owner, gets calls from people everywhere and can sometimes save them up to 50% on wood, tile, vinyl, and carpets. Jenkins meets all your needs from renovations to home building to installation. Enjoy buying excellent quality products at awesome prices. They're all about customer service at Jenkins Floors and More in Hernando. Call 662-469-9350.
It's gotten colder outside, and the folks at Family Leisure want you to relax at home in your new massage chair or catch a game in your new home theater set. The Relax at Home sale is going on right now at Family Leisure with great deals on pool tables or shuffleboards, or enjoy a game with all your friends and your family. Also on sale now, saunas, hot tubs, patio furniture. It's the Relax at Home sale. Come by Family Leisure, I-40 and Whidden Road. That's where you'll relax at home.
I'm John Conway with Conway Services. Are you tired of running out of hot water? Now is the perfect time to replace that old energy guzzling tanked water heater with a new energy efficient tankless system. Never run out of hot water again and save money on your energy bill every month. I'll even give you $250 for that old tanked water heater.
License number 64210, 64365, EAS MS 19668.
Call 384-3511. Conway Services. Call Conway today.
Football season is underway, so now is the perfect time to download FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's free bets back. If your first bet doesn't win, just sign up with the promo code WIN. FanDuel has all your favorite bets from the money line to point spreads to player props. So sign up today with promo code WIN for your no-sweat first bet. Make every moment more this season with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
Must be present in state where lawful to wager. 21 plus in select states. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit fanduel.com/RG. Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. Arizona 1-800-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat. Connecticut 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Indiana, Kansas 1-800-522-4700 or visit ksgamblinghelp.com. Louisiana 1-877-770-STOP. New York 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Tennessee Redline 1-800-889-9789. Wyoming, West Virginia 1-800-522-4700 or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net.
Hey, everybody. At All-Star Chevrolet, it is not often they get the chance to tell each and every customer how thankful they are for them. So this month, instead of telling you about all the vehicles, all the deals, they asked me to say thank you. Thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts. Whether you have bought from All-Star or not, they want everyone to feel at home here at All-Star Chevrolet in Olive Branch. If you want something new to drive, maybe a Silverado or Tahoe, or just need to sell your car, call or go by to see Kevin or Jeff. If you need service before heading out for the holiday trips, call and ask for Chance or Jeff in service, or just go to allstarautogroup.com. Remember, it's not the Pike, not South Haven, not Bartlett, not Mount Moriah or Collierville. It's got to be Olive Branch, people. So find new fun for the holidays and find new roads to All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch or go to allstarautogroup.com. And happy Thanksgiving from everyone at All-Star Chevrolet.
Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company, we have it all. From handmade Amish leather belts, fine and casual clothing, boots, casual boots, work boots, fancy boots, and even safety-toed boots. Lots of cowboy hats to choose from, even Nebo lights, Orco hard coolers, good-looking duck head dress shirts, duck head caps, shorts, and pants. Tons of jeans from Ariat, Wrangler, Devil Dog, and Kimes Ranch jeans. At Hewlett & Dunn, we have a great selection of Old South t-shirts and caps. Fine clothing from dress to casual to Sunday best. Enjoy choosing from UFO's orthopedic-approved shoes. Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company. Boots of every size, every color, every skin. Great quality Western, work, and safety toe boots. Hewlett & Dunn Boots and Clothing Company. 111 North Center Street, Collierville. Hewlett & Dunn. Hewlett & Dunn, serving you and your family since 1961.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
4.9-liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a beautiful Thursday in the Mid-South. I can promise you that.
It really is beautiful.
It is, isn't it?
Nice day.
Nice day, man. What you gonna get out and do today?
No, I'm going to go home and sit inside. I'm an indoor guy, John.
So you're not a woodsman?
I'm not an outdoorsman, nor a woodsman.
A woodsman, whatever. I mean, outdoorsman, whatever.
Either way.
Oh, my gosh. You know I'm going to probably fight you today if Furman beats
We're
up
fine.
Penn State.
John, Penn State's got to go. Like, they're running sets on every half-court possession. We were playing so well. We were just flowing, running offense. Now they're, like, slowing it down every possession. Big shot.
That was huge.
He nailed it.
He nailed it.
Big
Can I tell you
three.
something?
Can we talk about live sports? It
Yes,
doesn't
we
matter.
can.
Big three.
I don't know if you know this, but we're actually a sports show that we don't talk much sports about.
But it's on a competing network. We're not supposed to talk about it. We're supposed to wait 5 seconds before we say
Oh,
it.
ESPN?
Yeah.
Please.
The 4-letter network.
Yes, 4 letters. That is right. They are 4 letters. So I will tell you, I got 4 letters for Alabama. I got 4 letters for the umpires, the officials, the refs, whatever you want to call them. those losers that were calling the game last week, because I think I'm still mad. How is it that you can almost pull a human being's head right off and then not, like, throw him out of the game? Or how about when a guy gets hit and he gets trucked and you call it a holding call on the poor wide receiver who got trucked and it was a first down? And next thing you know, we get a penalty for holding. They move us back 10 yards. It's 1st and 20 instead of 1st and 10. And then we don't, we have to punt the ball to Alabama. There's so many things that happen. I think Nick Saban, I think he hires all the refs and pays their salary. Because you know what? They won't let this guy lose 2 games in a row, will they?
You just perfectly summarized all the texts I got from my friends from Ole Miss during the football game on Saturday. I think I received every single one of those.
I'm just telling you, it's the truth. It's a fact. It's facts are facts, fiction's fiction. And the one thing that's a fact is Nick Saban has the refs in his pocket, and it's BS. But we're going to talk with Evie Van Pelt. I don't know if you know Evie. You should know her by now. She's beautiful. She's lovely. She's smart. And everybody loves her. She takes care of all of her business. She takes care of everything. In fact, if you like sports and Ole Miss, you need to check out the Rebel Walk. She is the founder, the publisher of the Rebel Walk. It's at the Rebel Walk on the Twitter. They are your number one source for Ole Miss sports information, not just football, not just basketball, but everything. Evie Van Pelt, how are you doing on this beautiful Thursday?
I am doing great. I'm even better because I get to be here with you.
Oh, I just love me some Evie. You know what? Evie, I'm telling you right now, if you weren't married and I didn't have a girlfriend, I'm telling you, you just don't even know, girl. You just don't even know.
It would be special.
It would be
there
special.
You go.
And speaking of being special, Evie, this Ole Miss football team, I thought they had a special Saturday. I really did. I thought they outplayed Alabama on every facet. They outgained them. They ran the football. The defense was phenomenal. And I just, honest to God, and I don't want to sound like a homer. I know my daughter cheers there, and a lot of people have been texting me I'm a homer. But I went back and watched the game twice now on the, our beautiful little 22, where I just get to see all the plays, do it in about 45 minutes. And I went back and watched that game. Ole Miss outplayed them, and the only thing that I think took away from it is there were so many missed calls. There were so many bad calls in that ball game. And at the very end, of course, Jackson Dart, the Alabama defense did, stand up when they got in the red zone to score to win. But if they would have kicked maybe the field goal on the first drive, there's so many things that we can take away. But the one thing that I keep coming back to is that was the worst officiated game that I think I've seen in a long time.
It was not a good moment, I don't think, for SEC officiating, and probably right up there at the top of a lot of really questionable moments this season. So I'm with you, and you're right. Ole Miss, outgained them, outpassed them, outrushed them, out-penaltied them, if you can believe that. Ole Miss had one more penalty. Can you believe Alabama only committed 5 penalties in that game for a whopping total of 45 yards? So we were even penalized more than that. So very strange game, wasn't it?
It was a strange one. It was a beautiful atmosphere, by the way, though. There's nothing like Ole Miss football, and bringing up the atmosphere and bringing up everything that they bring. I have to bring this up, and I'm tired of talking about it with you, but I get text messages about it. I talked with Jake Crane. I talked with David Cohen. I talked with Blake. I talked with a bunch of people this year down in the Plains, and they still believe, and this is why I want to ask you this, they still believe that they're going to get Lane Kiffin. Are they just foolish? Or is that something that's still a possibility?
I think they're foolish in the sense that, I'm not trying to insult them, but just to think that it's a done deal. I don't think that it's a done deal. Heck, I'm not even sure there's been an official offer made at this point even. So I think that, the folks who say, oh, he's going to go to Auburn have valid points about their large NIL pool, such like that. But I also
$20 million
is,
it's a lot larger.
The number they're throwing out there, right? But I tell you what, I still think that there are a lot of reasons for Lane to stay at Ole Miss. I think he's, not the least of which is he's building something special and has a team, let's face it, within 1st and 10 on the 14 against Alabama from potentially beating them and still being in contention for the SEC West. So I think there's a lot of positives. I think His kids love it there. And I don't believe this is the same Lane Kiffin who left Tennessee. I really don't. I think this is a Lane Kiffin who considers his kids. His son is supposed to go to school there next fall in high school, start high school. Daughter's supposed to go to Ole Miss. His parents love Oxford. Yep. So, I just think that there are some factors that, are also in Ole Miss's favor. And, I think that everybody talks about the NIL and, Auburn's money. But again, I think it's a mistake to think that Ole Miss doesn't have any money and can't be competitive. I think they'll be way more competitive than what people think.
And and the reason also, by the way, I'm bringing up Lane, and Lane, tweeted out about how like this week about how he's matured. I don't know if you saw the tweet.
I did.
I mean, he's learned a lot. He really has, and he's grown as an individual, and that's just the part of life. I mean, when you're a young kid, you don't actually understand certain things until they happen to you. He is a full-grown man. He understands football. He got his opportunity back again with Nick Saban. He went to FIU. He did everything, and he's done everything correctly. And I love him, and I respect him, and I believe in him. But again, like the Auburn fans, again, I don't know if you know who Jake Crane is.
Yes, I do. And his brother. I think
and
his brother
Blake
tweeted out.
He tweeted out today that Lane Kiffin will announce after the Egg Bowl that he will be the next head coach at Auburn. And that's why I'm bringing it up, because I talk to these guys on a regular, usually every morning. I really, really like them. I believe in, that they have a great show. I have mad respect for them. I just don't believe it.
I just don't either, John. I kind of feel like, again, I think to be honest, I think right now what any of us know is what Jimmy Sexton wants us to know.
Exactly.
So I don't.
And I love Jimmy. Don't get me wrong. His brother, by the way, is my dentist. So
oh, how funny! Yeah, you don't want him to be mad.
No.
No, but I really think that there just aren't that many people out there who understand. There was one Auburn beat writer who actually called. I heard this. Actually called somebody he knows in Auburn recruiting to find out if Lane Kiffin was there a couple of days ago, as was reported. But yet this guy is the purported expert there, covering Auburn football. And it's like, no, of course Lane Kiffin wasn't there. Lane Kiffin is in Oxford getting ready to face the Arkansas Razorbacks. That's what Lane Kiffin's doing. So I just think that there's so many rumors, and they just fly so fast and so quick and so loose. And I respect the Crane brothers too. I mean, no disrespect to them, but I just really think that the only two people who know what's going on for sure are Lane Kiffin and Jimmy Sexton.
Yep,
yes.
Exactly, Lane and Jimmy.
Yes.
And Evie, the other thing is perfect segue. They have a big game this weekend. You saw with LSU when they went to Fayetteville. Holy cow.
Ooh.
If KJ Jefferson was playing that football game and Ole Miss would have won a game that they should have won against, realistically against Alabama, we'd be buying our tickets right now to Atlanta.
Yes,
I would be fired up. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm scared of this team right now. KJ Jefferson's coming back. He's going to be healthy. Their defense has gotten better each week. The defense is their weakness. They don't stop the run very well. Is Ole Miss going to be able to run the ball right down their throat? And is their defense going to be able to stop KJ Jefferson, who's coming back?
Well, see, you bring up a lot of good points. One thing I will say about that Arkansas defense is they lead the SEC right now in generating sacks. So that is one thing that they're good. So, they're going to be trying to keep Jackson Dart and the running backs from getting too comfortable. But that being said, I think it's a different ball game for Ole Miss if Zach Evans is able to play.
Yep.
He's been in concussion protocol. From what I've heard, he cleared it, I believe, yesterday, but he, again, you're in the protocol, so he's going to have to clear it again today and probably again, Friday. So, but I'm hopeful, but I think that we're just a different team when he's able to play. Quinshawn obviously is fantastic. But even Quinshawn gets tired after 11 billion carries. So, I think that Arkansas will have their work cut out for him if he's able to play.
One thing Lane was very upset about, and he made it very public, was he didn't have the money to keep DJ Durkin. He got outbid. But the defense
Right.
seems like they've improved every single week. Could this have actually been a blessing in disguise?
Well, I tell you what, there are a whole lot of Aggies in College Station who
are
probably
mad.
who probably wish they had Chris Partridge as opposed to DJ Durkin. So I tell you what I noticed from the very beginning after Durkin left, and then when we got into fall camp and such, was the mentality. Every single defensive player I talked to talked about, we're going to play more aggressive this year and faster and violent. Violent was a word they used over and over and over. And I think we've seen that this year. I think they've been a lot more aggressive, and bless their hearts, I thought they fought so hard against Alabama. I think so they gave up 30 points, but I think, 7 of those, Bama got the ball on our, 23 or whatever it was after they missed the targeting on Zach Evans and called us for a fumble. But so I'm with you. I think that A&M probably wishes that had gone a little differently.
Okay, Evie, I apologize about this, and thank you for your beautiful answer. But Blaine must be listening to the show because he just texted me. And he just texted me and said, Lane was offered $56 million, 8-year contract to become the next head coach. He's going to be the next head coach at Auburn.
No,
Stop kidding yourself.
No. 50. Do the math, Blaine. 56 million, 8 years. That's $7 million a year. That makes no sense because that's what he's getting 7.5 at Ole Miss. He's getting 7.5, and I think over a year or two it would be. So, I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be, bring it. If that's Auburn's offer, bring it. I'm good with that offer.
I love that. Even, hey, by the way, Blaine, I know you're listening because you're texting me on my phone right now.
But I do respect he and his brother very, very much.
I do too, and we do.
Right.
And I love them. They come on Mondays.
Right.
All right, Evie, I got to ask you this though. Like when I look at the Ole Miss program right now. They have everything going for them. There's nothing like the Grove. I've been down there. I go down there. I love it. It's absolutely wonderful. Do you think that Ole Miss, if they're able to keep Lane Kiffin, they are going to end up winning the West, aren't they?
I absolutely agree. I have no doubt, and I think that the demeanor of Lane Kiffin. I was in there in his post-game press conference, and after Alabama, the demeanor. He was mad they lost, upset. I mean, you could tell he could taste that win. And you're right. I mean, with LSU having to play Arkansas and A&M, I mean, Arkansas fought them close, and who knows what'll happen with A&M. And I think that he could just feel that Ole Miss is so close there. And think about it. This is a rebuilding year.
Yes,
I mean to lose.
It's such a rebuilding year. It's not even funny.
Yeah, to lose your offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, strength and conditioning coach, all 3 running backs, your NFL quarterback, Sam Williams, Chance Campbell, Mark Rhymes. I mean, to lose the players that they lost, it really was considered that this was going to be a rebuilding year. So to be sitting at, 8-2 with the opportunity to have been, 9-1, oh so close, but still a very real possibility that you could finish 10-2 in a rebuilding year in the SEC West. That's just insane.
It is insane, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's insane. It's something I love. Other thing I love is I love following you at Ole Miss Evie. I love talking to you every single Thursday at noon, and I love the Rebel Walk. Go to therebelwalk.com. Follow them on the Twitter at the Rebel Walk. I know you got a lot of people on the NIL deal. Who are we talking to this week?
Well, I tell you what, I've visited with our we've got AJ Finley, who's a safety, and then Dayton Wade, who's a wide receiver, who you mentioned in the opening segment about how they just knocked him to the ground, and somehow there was no
hold on him. That by the way, I'm not going to lie to you. That made me crazy in the stands. I actually argued with somebody.
I am with you on that. And, so that was a little crazy. I tell you, I'm doing a weekly show now with Cody Pruitt, former All-American. Yeah, we do a weekly show, Rebel Takes podcast. And it's on my Twitter, and there's an actual Rebel Takes podcast Twitter account. And we are just really excited. We had AJ Finley on the first show, and yesterday we got to visit for about an hour with Trey Elston, who was just a former phenomenal defensive back on the All-American. He was an All-American. He played with Cody Pruitt on the two teams that beat Alabama. So he's just another. He was actually one of the ones that was on the cover of Sports Illustrated that year when we beat Alabama. So anyway, it was great to talk to him, and he gives his thoughts on Kiffin and the job and Auburn and Coach Freeze, and he just talks about a lot of interesting stuff, and actually what made him choose Ole Miss, because he was LSU all the way. Even his best friend was going to LSU.
I saw, by the way, that Cody Pruitt and me sat next to each other this weekend.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did. I talked with him a couple of times. His hair is still dope. I love his long
it
hair.
is. Well, you go check out the Rebel Takes. I'll send you a link to the Rebel Takes podcast, because it is a ball. Funny story. I had been badgering Cody to do a podcast with me for about 8 years, and I finally wore him down. And so now we're doing a weekly show, and I'm just super excited about it. He is just one of my all-time favorites.
I will tell you one thing. He might be one of the nicest, coolest individuals that I've actually got to sit down and hang out with and talk to. And it wasn't on a work situation. Like, we were just having a cold one and talking crazy, sports. So it was a lot of fun. And I know, by the way, if you want to follow Cody Pruitt, he's at Cody Pruitt 25, by the way. And of course, Evie Van Pelt, she's so easy to find. It's at Ole Miss Evie. I retweet her stuff all the time. Also, take care of the Rebel Walk, please. If you care about Ole Miss, it's at the Rebel Walk. Very simple on Twitter. And if you want to look at them, if you just have your phone out, go to therebelwalk.com if you don't have the Twitter. Evie, be blessed. And will you do me one more big favor? Can you just plug away one more time so everybody that cares about the Rebels can go and find you?
Well, I can't do anywhere near as good of a job as you did, and I really appreciate that. But if anybody wants to check us out, they can go to therebelwalk.com or at the Rebel Walk on Twitter or at Ole Miss Evie on Twitter. And we're also on Facebook and Instagram, and we would love to have people go check us out.
Well, Evie, I love talking with you, and I'm also blessed that you have not called me, because my daughter has your number. If she ever gets her heart broken, she hadn't got her heart broken yet. I know that she's going to call you, so I'm doing very well right now as an Ole Miss dad.
Good. Well, I'm always here, 24/7.
All right, be easy,
Okay.
Evie. Love you, doll.
Take care. Love you too. Bye-bye.
That's my girl, Evie Van Pelt. Is she not the sweetest thing since sliced bread?
She's great.
She is so good.
And she wasn't as unhinged about she did agree with
I'm
you
unhinged.
on all the officiating.
I'm unhinged.
But she said it in a much calmer way that was easy.
It
was
more
palatable
she
for
was
non-Ole Miss
judicious.
fans. That's right.
She was judicious.
That's right.
I am emotional.
Yeah. You were fired up on Monday. That was great.
I was so pissed.
That was so great,
I was pissed all day Sunday. I was so mad on Monday when I came in. I started the week off on the right foot, didn't I?
You did. You were John. I'll take you fired up. That's great radio. You're fired up. Also, Penn State covers.
I knew it. I watched it, by the way.
And wins.
Dude, I love life.
How about that?
I don't know if you know this. It's a beautiful Thursday. On the other side, you know what we're going to do?
Hardwood.
We're going to give you some wood. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to Real Sports Talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Chronic joint pain has a snowball effect.
It's not just the pain.
What that did is just make me depressed that I couldn't get back into the gym, and I was inactive, gaining weight. I had to find another alternative.
And for Chad, that alternative was QC Kinetics and the non-surgical natural biologic treatments that can give lasting relief to aching hips, shoulders, knees, and backs.
Once they explained it, it made sense. Putting what we have inside our body back into us in a certain strategic way to heal up in a natural process was fantastic.
QC Kinetics treatments take place right in the office. No downtime, no surgery. And as for the outcome,
I'm just back to bouncing around, having fun, doing my work, living pain-free.
Don't let chronic joint pain rob you of your quality of life. Discover advanced regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics. Call now to learn more. It's a free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 901-445-1010. That's 901-445-1010. 901-445-1010.
Add a little excitement to your sports watching experience by betting on all the action on FanDuel Sportsbook. There's a reason why FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. Their app is simple to use. They've got great odds on all different betting markets, unique fun bet types like same-game parlay, and exclusive always-on promotions such as enhanced odds boost on the biggest events to let you get more action out of every game. And if you win, they even get you your winnings safely in as little as 24 hours. If you've never tried FanDuel Sportsbook, what are you waiting for? Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app to get started and be sure to sign up with the promo code HAPPY so they know I sent you. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code HAPPY. Must be 21 and older and present in Tennessee. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires 14 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call Tennessee Redline 1-800-889-9789.
Get ready for your holiday road trip in a new ride from Gossett Kia on the Pike. How about 41 MPG Highway? Get it in 2023 Kia Forte LXS. $289 a month, 36-month lease, $27.99 due at signing. Or get a thrill for real in 2023 Kia K5 LXS. $365 a month, 36-month lease, $31.99 due at signing. And if you don't see what you want, not a problem. Let Bobby J order you a new ride today at Gossett Kia on the Pike. And you won't pay over MSRP. Plus, Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Ask for Bobby J. He'll put you in a new Kia today. Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike, or shop 24/7 at KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
Forte P 543,577, MSRP 22,335, K5 PG 186,690, MSRP 27,765. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Kia. Excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 11/30/22. With approved credit, dealer stock only. Warranties and limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details.
Grapevine Liquor and Wine has the largest selection of bourbon in North Mississippi and wines from all over the world. Let Jimmy the Delta Boy help you select the perfect spirit or wine to impress. Whether you're looking for the best price or a certain flavor profile, Grapevine Liquor and Wines has it. If you want good southern treatment and the hottest prices, Grapevine Liquor and Wine, Getwell Road, South Haven.
Hotty toddy, gosh almighty, where do you get your bourbon? Flim flam, bim bam, Grapevine, by damn.
It's the simple things in life we treasure, like a visit to Sunrise on Jefferson, the best breakfast and lunch in Memphis. Just gather your group together and get in line. Order your fresh, delicious food at the counter, take a number, and find a seat. You can sit anywhere in the place you'd like except on other customers' laps. The happy staff at Sunrise will bring you your food. Sit there, enjoy it. When you're done, the staff will clean it all up. Life doesn't have to be complicated. Life can be simple. Life can be Sunrise.
DeSoto Auto Sales specializes in late model cars with low mileage. They have the highest standards in the car industry. All of their cars are test-driven, checked out from head to toe. Unlimited inventory, every make and model. And if it's not on the lot, they'll find it for you. Walk in the door of DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Within 45 minutes, you can test your car, get credit approval, and finish paperwork within an hour. No shortcuts at DeSoto Auto Sales. Kind, courteous employees, a down-home environment. DeSoto Auto Sales cares about your time. Lowest prices in a 350-mile radius. We're living in a world today where time does matter. Visit them online. Check out their referrals. DeSotoAutosales.com. Very proud to serve DeSoto County and other surrounding areas. DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Call 662-890-7184. 662-890-7184. Come on down to DeSoto Auto Sales.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan's with me. I talked to the one, the only, the lovely Evie Van Pelt on the other side. I talked with Isaac Simpson today. I've had a really, really good day. By the way,
we already won a bet.
I was getting ready to say we already won Penn State. So if you weren't listening earlier this morning, sorry, it's your fault. To be honest with you, you can only blame yourself.
We got another game about to start too.
Oh, what are we betting on?
I don't know. I don't have a bet for this one.
Oh. Okay, you know what?
Bryant Dacus likes the under, but it's too close
He's
to Greg's
Brian
line.
Dacus, dude.
Exactly.
I don't listen to Brian
He's not
Dacus.
Greg Peterson, but he got it from Greg.
Dude, he's Gabe and Stats producer.
That's right.
Okay?
I'm Johnny Radio's producer.
Yes, you are a savant.
That's right.
Like an idiot savant, maybe, but
No,
you're a
that's certainly
savant.
right. Yeah.
You are a savant.
At least I'm some kind of savant.
You're a genius. And you know what? You're better looking than Jay. I mean, Dacus.
Than Bryant?
Yeah.
I hope he's listening.
I hope he is too. By the way, because let me tell you something. You might be missing hair. He's missing like 50 pounds and like a man body. Like, let's be real.
I don't want to bring it. You know what? I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to do it. I wasn't going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it up. Remember last year when you went to go watch the Memphis Tigers basketball game, and it was the first time you saw the Palm Squad up close last year?
Yes.
And there's one girl on the Palm Squad.
She looked like Brian Dacus.
She doesn't wear the same outfit as everybody else.
She wears a man outfit.
Well, I don't want to say that. She wears a sweatsuit.
Okay, well,
women and men can wear sweatsuits.
Okay, they can, but
she wears a sweatsuit.
If you're a Palm girl,
yeah,
you should have a little skirt, wear their outfit.
Wear the outfit.
But she is part of the alphabet.
And also she is the focus. It's great that she's the best one because she's literally front and center.
She's front and center.
And the focal point of the whole thing.
Which is so weird.
Point
she is the best.
You thought that was Brian Dacus.
I did. In fact.
And then you asked him about it, like legitimately thinking it was Brian. Like, I didn't know you danced. Like you were so genuine. You're like, I didn't know you danced with the Palm Squad. And he's like, what are you talking about?
No,
man?
he was. And by the way, I will tell you something. I thought like I was coming into work, and I was like, dude. I was like, man,
that's awesome, dude. You were so good.
I was like, you are the best dancer on the women's Palm Squad, period. And then he goes, no, that's my doppelganger. Actually, he didn't say that, but that's what I said to him when I walked away. I go, oh, you have a doppelganger.
It's a doppelganger.
And she's a T?
I don't know what she is, John. I think
P?
she might be straight.
A B?
She might be straight.
I don't think, baby. I don't. Sorry, I called you baby. It's like I'm talking to like he.
No, you can call me baby.
Hey, baby.
I'll take it.
This is what I.
Jay Wright, because I call all players babe.
Hey,
babe, come on.
When I'm about to disagree with what my girlfriend says, I call her babe. It's the only time I ever call her babe. I'm like, babe, I don't know if you know this, but you're wrong. But you're wrong. Okay, like Jay, you are wrong.
Well, agree to disagree.
We
should have her on and ask her.
By the
that
way,
would be an indelicate question, I believe.
Actually, do you think we could get is it them on the show?
Yeah, we could. You know how? Oh, this is great. Every Monday,
do you think
Sports Time has a different Memphis football player on the show? We can do once a week a different Memphis Palm Squad member on the show. I'll work on that.
Oh, dude.
Ask some questions.
And I would take the other Palm Squads out for lunch.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Whichever one we talk to in studio, take them out to lunch afterwards.
We need to get a hotel as a sponsor.
Now we're bordering on.
I mean, just saying, you don't want to sponsor from a hotel.
I would love it. Oh, I would love to. Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
yeah.
I think this would be.
Yeah, you took it to a different place.
I didn't mean
where I was
Am I on the radio right now?
Yeah, we're on the radio.
Okay, you know what? Let's get back to sports.
John, there's a football game tonight, and what's the best way to bet on it?
Take the Packers.
Okay, where would I do that? I don't meet bookies in an alley anymore. Where do I?
Wait. You used to be bookies in an alley?
Yeah, and they give you a brown paper sack with your money in it. Is that not how you did it?
That's actually when I was growing up. Yeah, that's how.
That's exactly how it worked, man.
And you know what? Can I tell you something?
I never trust the offshore account.
Do you think they would be upset? Do you think my old bookie is still alive?
I think about that too. What about the
By the way,
illegal
do
bookie
you
business?
think, are they homeless now?
Their odds, if they're still operating.
Like, how do you go to the Social Security office and be like, I don't know if you know this, but FanDuel took my.
They took all my business.
They took my business.
My illegal gambling operation.
I never ever paid any taxes. I never paid into Social Security. I am kind of screwed. Can you help me out? Do you think that works?
They have to offer really competitive odds now. I mean, like, you're going to get plus money on every bet. They have to. That's the only way they can still exist.
I'm going to tell you something. Or, you know what? Sadly, they're probably taking on people that can't actually pay, and therefore that's, again, a bad business model.
That's sad.
But you know what? You know who pays fast?
Who?
It's FanDuel. Do you want to start the NFL Week 11 off on the right foot? I think you do. I'm going to give you a no-sweat same-game parlay. Actually, I'm not going to give it to you. I'm just telling you who's going to give it to you. It's called FanDuel. They're America's #1 sports book. And I said #1, uno. Is that Spanish?
Spanish.
Dude, did you know that I was a Spanish speaker?
Bilingual.
I'm bilingual. But I'm going to tell you something. FanDuel, it doesn't matter. All you have to do is go on there, play, and you go to America's #1 sports book. And it doesn't matter if you're new to FanDuel because I'm going to help you out. If you don't have an account, you're going to get a no-sweat first bet same-game parlay. And it's free bets back if your Thursday night same-game parlay doesn't hit. NFL same-game parlays are a perfect way. You can bind your bets for a chance at a bigger payday. You can do this by saying, it's very easy. Packers money line. Derrick Henry under on his rushing yards. A.J. Dillon is going to truck somebody over. Aaron Rodgers, 2+ touchdown passes tonight. You can do that, or you can build your own. Or you can choose from one of this popular same-game parlays that are pre-built for you on FanDuel's top-rated sportsbook app. However you want to play, you can bet the NFL on Thursday night with a no-sweat same-game parlay. Just sign up with the promo code HAPPY if you don't have an account. If you already have an account, bing, bang, boom. Just sign in, see what you got. Make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NFL. You have to be, by the way, 21, present in Tennessee, 3-leg minimum, $1 bet required. Refund is issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 7 days after you receive a max free bet $5. Restrictions apply. See the terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. And if you have a gambling problem, call the Tennessee Red Line, 1-800-889-9789. Jay, guess what?
What?
Let's go to Hardenwood.
This is Access Hardenwood.
Jay, you're the one who said I have a great story because I have some great ones. Like I have Logan Paul, who's a loser.
Well, he's a WWE wrestler.
Well, he's a loser.
But he's a good wrestler. People like him.
He
sorry
injured
himself.
Fighter.
No, that's Jake. That's the sorry fighter.
They're both sorry fighters.
Logan is in the WWE.
You know what? I want to reach out to Logan Paul and Jake Paul, and I want to fight them both in the same night.
That's a big payday you'd be getting.
Dude, let's do it.
That'd be great.
I would whip their...
Keister.
I'd whip their ass. Period. End of discussion. I'd break their little... fragile jaws.
John, I
don't know if you know this, but my right hand is working again. In fact, that's why I'm usually late for work.
Because you're exercising.
Yes, I'm working out. I'm doing wrist grips.
Not masturbating.
Just do me a favor.
John, you interrupted me because you didn't want me to say that word. I won't say it again. John, I have some stories today, and I'm a little bit hesitant to bring these two up.
Does it have to do with Aurora Calopo?
No, John. I have two stories, and I don't like to get political. And one of them...
If it's about politics, I'm not really into
It's not
politics.
about politics, but one of them is about a Republican person, and the other one is about CNN.
Which one's the elephant?
That's the Republicans, right?
And the donkey, the jackasses, or the Democrats?
Well, now you got political.
I mean, they're jackasses.
I think they're just donkey.
They're jackasses.
So, John, I'll start with this one. Herschel Walker says he wants to be a werewolf. People have been saying he wants to be a vampire. He goes, no. I want to be a werewolf, not a vampire. Your thoughts? Would you rather be a werewolf or a vampire?
I would rather be a vampire because you live forever. You get to suck blood.
Well, so do werewolves, technically.
How do you know a werewolf?
Well, and they don't live forever. You could drive a stake through a vampire's heart. It kills them. But you can never see yourself in a mirror, and you can't cross the threshold to a place unless you're invited in.
A vampire can't see himself in the mirror?
No, you can't see yourself in the miror.
Do you know that's my favorite thing to do is look at myself in the mirror?
Vanity.
I mean, I'm not vain.
Johnny Vanity.
I'm just very...
Do you do what A-Rod did?
I look good,
Remember that A-Rod picture where he's working out in the gym and he gets right up next to the mirror and he kisses himself in the mirror? Have you seen this picture of A-Rod?
No, I have not.
I gotta tweet it out and send it to you at some point. It's a great picture.
I have to say this. I don't think that the straight segment of population has seen that picture. I think that's more.
No, but you've
yours.
No, you've definitely seen it. Because you've seen the movie. What's it called? Juiced? No, not Juiced. The one about A-Rod and the steroid scandal.
Oh, with Balco.
Balco, yeah, the Balco.
Yeah, Screwball.
Screwball, yeah. This picture's in that.
Did you just? I just knew a movie that you did.
I couldn't think of the name of it. It was also because I just sent you the picture of A-Rod kissing himself in the mirror. It's a great picture. You should tweet it out because you have a large Twitter following, certainly larger than I do.
Gabe said he'd rather be a vampire too.
I would rather be a vampire, but you can't cross the
Dude,
threshold.
I don't know if you know this.
You can't cross
Vampires
the threshold.
can suck blood.
Well, so can people.
I mean, as a
it's not like a skill.
I mean,
that's how they sustain life is by sucking blood.
Little kids suck blood. You know when you ever cut your hand when you were a kid and you just for some reason sucked your blood?
Do you not still do that if you cut your hand?
Oh, no. I'm old. I don't do that no more. Blood don't taste good.
I do.
Do you? Because you're young.
Well, it just cleans it up for a minute until I can go wash it. Am I divulging too much information?
Hey, by the way, Warren Davis says he loves you and your bell.
I thank you,
He
Warren.
said you can ring my bell, you can ring my bell, you can ring my bell. That's actually a
Ring my
song.
bell. Did you see the picture
Who
of A-Rod
who
yet,
sings
though?
Ring My Bell?
Ring my bell. I'll look it up while you
I
look
love
at the
that
picture
song,
I sent
actually.
you. Me too.
That's a good picture. By the way, I need to get into some
Wait,
more
I had
quick
another
stuff.
one
Because
we have to make fun of both sides if we're going to make fun of Herschel Walker. CNN now has.
What did we say about Herschel Walker? He's an idiot because he wants
no,
to
no,
be
he,
a
no,
he
not
does- he
he's
wants
an
to be
idiot.
a werewolf.
He's just clarifying. I didn't say he was an idiot, John. No
Well,
one called him an
Let me just tell you
idiot.
something. Well, he's not the brightest.
No one called him an idiot.
Have
He
you
just
ever
said
seen
he
him talk
wants to
on
be
television?
a werewolf, not a vampire. Nobody called him an idiot, John.
I can run the football. I am good at running the football, and now I should be. Is he Congress? He's going for Congress.
He's
or
either
Senate.
he's House or
I mean, it's one or the other.
House
idiot.
or Senate, one of the two.
I don't know if you know this. There's only 3 branches of government: the executive, judicial, and the legislative.
Yeah, but the legislative makes up
Is the House and the Senate?
Yeah.
218 for
Well, he
majority.
could be a judge.
51 for majority in the Senate.
You don't think he could be a?
Do you know what? I should be a political commentator.
You don't think?
I know this business.
You don't think he could be a Supreme Court justice, Herschel Walker?
I don't know if you know this.
He wants to be a werewolf.
I don't think so.
It's not unconstitutional not be a werewolf.
Hey,
All right, anyway.
they let Sotomayor in, didn't they? She's a woman.
I don't know.
I mean, if you're going to let a woman in the Supreme Court.
Well, what about Ruth Bader Ginsburg, John?
Oh, I loved Ruth.
Exactly. So now you're just
I was being misogynistic
You were.
as a joke.
It was funny.
It was very funny.
John,
actually.
okay, here we go. So CNN is the one that doesn't cover Herschel Walker. CNN reporters, they do a New Year's Eve show, John, like Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve, but CNN does one, and they always... You don't know Dick Clark?
I mean,
New
I'm
Year's
older
Rockin'
than
Eve.
you. Dick Clark never rocked in the New Year's.
Well, he's dead now, R.I.P.
Yeah.
But he still has naming rights to New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Who's the guy that did that show, Price is Right?
Bob Barker, he's still with us.
Is he dead?
No, he's still with us.
He punched out Adam Sandler
He
once.
did.
All right, go back to your story.
The price is wrong.
The price is wrong, beep.
Yep. John, CNN reporters no longer allowed to drink while reporting during the New Year's Eve special.
Oh, that's all because of Don Lemon.
Was he drinking?
Oh, he was so drunk last year. Let me tell you something. Listen, I am one of those people who...
It's sad. It's New Year's Eve.
Can I tell you something? On New Year's, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't watch TV because I'm out living life, like eating mushrooms.
You don't like the New Year's Eve specials?
Smoking herbs, shooting off fireworks, things like that.
New Year's Eve special.
But the next day when I came to, let me tell you what I did see on the Twitter. Don Lemon drunker than Cooter Brown and talking crazy. And now they've taken, I think, Don Lemon. Didn't he lose his show? And now he's like a daytime guy or something?
He does the new morning show. That's right. Because every channel that Warner Brothers Discovery owns at 5:59 a.m., literally every channel advertises this CNN morning show. Get a life, TV channels. John, remember back in the day where a TV channel would only advertise shows on its network, no matter who owned them? If they all owned by the same one, they didn't all this cross-pollution, cross-nonsense. CNN advertised CNN. Nickelodeon advertised Nickelodeon. TV Land advertised TV Land. I'm tired of this, John. Tired of it. Sick of it.
I'll tell you one thing. I just missed when I was growing up as a kid. All we saw in the mornings was cartoons.
Well, it's Today Show. And
What?
Sports Center.
What's Today Show?
The Today Show on NBC? Oh, man.
So you actually watch other channels?
I'm a TV guy, John. I love television.
By the way, you know there's only 24 hours in a day. Do you ever sleep?
No, I actually have the TV on all night, legitimately. That's something you just learned about me.
Hey, by the way, I just got a text message that I can't read on air, but I will tell you one thing. It just made me smile.
Is he making fun of me?
Nope.
Probably.
It's beautiful. By the way, do you know who Aurora Cupolo is or whatever?
I don't.
So she's got really hot sisters. One of them's dating like Christian McCaffrey. The other's a supermodel dating another sports athlete. Did you know what she just came out and said on their podcast? It's called the
Cupolo cast.
It's the Cupolo sisters, or Colpo. It might be Colpo.
Colpo cast.
I just now looked at actually the way they spelled it. Culpo. That's Colpo.
Colpo.
Yeah, sorry about that Cupolo.
Mea Colpo.
So it's on TLC. What is TLC? 10 or 11 Care?
Well, yeah, that's what it stands for. But no, they called the something
Television
channel.
Learning.
No, I can't remember what it stands for. But yeah, no, everyone knows TLC. Little People, Big World.
What?
Keep going.
What's Little People, Big World?
It's a show that was on TLC.
Is it about little
people? You nailed it.
Is it really?
Yeah, Little People, Big World.
So what do they do? Like talk about how they can't get to the top of the shelves in their house?
These two little people have a son, but he's regular sized.
Oh my God! At least they have somebody in the house that can go up there and get. He doesn't have to get on a ladder.
That's right. They were sweet people too. I hope they're still
so
doing all
sweet.
right.
Do you think they're doing okay?
I hope they're doing okay.
I hope they are too. By the way, the Colpo.
All
right. So
Mea Colpo.
Can I just tell you something? I want everybody to go listen to this podcast. It's called the Colpo Sisters. She revealed that the reason her marriage is doing so well is because she lets her husband cheat with a random woman, not one of her friends, not one of her sisters, with a random woman every single year. He gets one free pass. And I just want to say, as a human being that is trying to make the world a better place, because I want you to get out there and make this world a better place.
Yeah.
I think every woman should practice this. A free pass. If you had well, never mind. You can't even.
No, I can't even hold down a job, let alone a woman.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, you might be able to hold her down because you're bigger, but
John, I think it's time for a break.
That's bad. Now it's America, and I love the Colpo sisters, and we're going to be back in 2 Shakes of Lambsdale. Happy Friday.
It's Thursday. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Football season is underway, so now is the perfect time to download FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's free bets back. If your first bet doesn't win, just sign up with the promo code WIN. FanDuel has all your favorite bets from the money line to point spreads to player props. So sign up today with promo code WIN for your no-sweat first bet. Make every moment more this season with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
Must be present in state where lawful to wager. 21 plus in select states. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit fanduel.com/RG. Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. Arizona 1-800-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat. Connecticut 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Indiana, Kansas 1-800-522-4700 or visit ksgamblinghhelp.com. Louisiana 1-877-770-STOP. New York 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Tennessee Redline 1-800-889-9789. Wyoming, West Virginia 1-800-522-4700 or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net.
When you're hunting for small game or big game or thinking of selling your home, think about Sheldon Rosengarten and you Mallory.
That's right, Sheldon. We're with Mark Spensdorf Realtors, and while I'm often successful when I go hunting, I heard you're such a lousy golfer they've banned you from some courses.
Very funny, you. I may be a horrible golfer, but I have a highly successful strategic marketing program with the famous Shellbucks option that takes up most of my practice time. My clients would much rather see me sell their home than hit a hole-in-one.
Sheldon, you're normally about 5 strokes away from a hole-in-one. That's on a par 3.
Yeah. Remember, don't tee off with any agent. Talk to 2 or 3 and let you, Mallory, and me be one of them. Remember what people often say, when you want the job done, call Sheldon. And Mallory Moves Memphis. That's Sheldon Rosengarten and you, Mallory, at 682-1868 or MemphisRelocate.com. Do it now, 682-1868 or MemphisRelocate.com.
Jenkins Floors and More in Hernando is growing, and they've only been around for 5 years. Choose from hundreds of choices of wood, tile, vinyl, and carpet. Timmy, the owner, gets calls from people everywhere and can sometimes save them up to 50% on wood, tile, vinyl, and carpets. Jenkins meets all your needs from renovations to home building to installation. Enjoy buying excellent quality products at awesome prices. They're all about customer service at Jenkins Floors and More in Hernando. Call 662-469-9350.
Visit Frontier Western Store today for new shirts and boots. Frontier is your top Carhartt store in the Mid-South. There's thousands of in-stock shirts and jeans. They have the classic K87 pocket tee in every color they make, including new ones just released. Available small to 4X. Want new jeans? Frontier has you covered with super tough work denim by Carhartt. And you've got to check out their selection of Ariat jeans for men, women, and children. You'll love how easy it is to find the size and style you need. Have you seen Frontier's remodeled world-famous boot showroom? It continues to expand. New styles by Ariat just arrived, plus plenty of in-stock proven classics too. Whether you need work or dress boots, trust that Frontier's the place to come. See thousands of pairs of Ariat boots and thousands more by Dan Post, Corral, Durango, Rocky, Twisted X, and others. And Frontier's pricing is lower than online and chain stores, so you know just the local shop to visit. Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch, and on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Locally owned and operated since 1967.
Moving is stressful, but Black Tie Moving can take the worry out of the process. Whether you're moving across town or across country, moving your home or your office, your personal moving concierge from Black Tie Moving will work with you to design a plan that perfectly fits your budget and needs. And they're available 24/7 to answer any questions you have. Give Black Tie Moving a call at 901-316-6196 or go to blacktiemoving.com/Memphis to get your personal, no obligation quote from the moving experts at Black Tie Moving.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy, Johnny Radio. It's been a beautiful Thursday. We had so much fun talking with Evie Van Pelt, Isaac Simpson. Jay Morgan's been in the house. We broke down life for you. Don't forget, though, tonight you can watch the Titans on TV, or you can listen to
on Prime Video.
Well, yeah, it's not
and
really
if you're
TV.
like Brett Norsworthy's not a Prime Video guy. He only listens to the games here on Sports 56.
Do you know that Brett Norsworthy and Gabe Kuhn are my two favorite people on planet Earth?
You know, they'll be on at 3 o'clock today.
3 to 6, actually.
That's
every
right.
day, Monday through Friday. You know, Brett also helps me out on the weekend. I shouldn't probably say this because it makes me actually look like a good employee. He's the one, if anything ever happens to our 560 signal, he calls me, lets me know.
Lets us know.
It makes me look good.
That's great.
Thank you, Brett. Love you. By the way, thank you, Gabe, for being a good Memphis Tiger football fan.
Go Tigers.
And he played on actually good football teams.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Are you saying this one isn't a good football team?
At least they got Southern Alabama?
North Alabama, who is
North
kind
Alabama.
of a wagon, John.
They used to be in Division II, right?
And they dominated it. That's why I'm saying they're kind of a wagon.
And then they moved up to Division I, and you know what happened to them? They didn't dominate no more.
Not to brag, I played against them in basketball when I was in college.
But you also played at Texas Tech, so that feels
like
it was...
No, but this was when I was at Birmingham Southern College.
Hey, by the way, you went to Birmingham Southern?
We've had this conversation before.
We have?
Yeah, there's only a minute left.
Yeah. Well, my brain doesn't work.
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Well, you know what? We can talk over during lunch. Do you want to go to Central Barbecue?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I want to go get some barbecue nachos. Maybe some ribs. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can do ribs right now, but I can tell you one thing. I can do ribs for dinner. And if you want some ribs, Central Barbecue has the best ribs in the world. The best barbecue in the world is made here in Memphis. And the best barbecue in Memphis, well, it's at Central Barbecue, where smoke is their sauce. Downtown Central Summer, East Memphis, bing, bang, boom. If you can hear me, they got you covered. And I will tell you right now, if you get a full order of nachos, you better have 3 people with you. It's the largest order. Get a half if it's for just you. Their barbecue nachos are fire. Their wings are straight fire. I love the dry spice. I love it. I love Central Barbecue. Go to eatcbq.com. Ship that barbecue anywhere in the world. For Jay, I'm John. Get out there. Make this world a better place. We're going to see you on the flip side. Peace.
I got to tell you, man, I was worried.
Worried about what?
Since I'm the Central Barbecue spokesperson.
We're really the spokesperson.